this is probably going to be a conclusion to that series of Astral Projection, Brixton, Gnosticism and Red Dwarf. I think I've said or covered the things I wanted to cover about the mind wipe and things like that. You know, as evidence comes along, I'll change my mind. It's not to say that I don't like, how can I put it? There is a way. There is right, there is wrong. You know, but they're not beliefs. You don't need to believe. You know it. You know, there's a difference. I just find belief is, you know, but don't get belief confused with intuition. Intuition is inner knowing too. And following your inner knowing isn't taking part in a belief system. It's not the same. Like, belief systems are heavy. They're just... And you end up collapsing under the weight of your own belief system if you're not careful. You know, trying to maintain it, trying to... And what is it? The lyric in that Ray LaMontagne song. Don't put your faith in walls because they'll only crush you when they fall. Yeah? It's one of the best ways you could say it or think about it. So that's why I try not to be done with a belief or an opinion. I mean, when something becomes an established fact, of course you can believe facts. Of course, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying disregard facts. You know, but that's what some weirdos hear me. This is people who are wrapped up in their ego and their belief system is their identity. That's the people who react badly to me saying things like I'm saying now. Their belief system is their identity. They don't know who they are. And their belief system is a surrogate for knowing who they are. Hence they cling to it because it's like a rock in a fucking storm, a stormy sea. You know, any port in a storm, as they say. But I tend to find those are the only people who really, really react badly to things like this. The people who need to believe things. And if you need to believe things, better to not believe things. T.T. Liang, very, very highly revered Tai Chi master who died a few years ago. What was it he used to say? If you need teachers, better to not have teachers. If you need books, better to not have books. Now, I know that some people will get bogged down in the words and they won't use their, you know, whenever words like that, they're describing things, they're describing concepts that we only have words to describe things. So, but the concept being described isn't always limited by the words, you know, we're limited in how we can describe it because we only have the words. Like, I've experienced things that, and I'll talk about it. Several things have happened to me, and literally the English language just doesn't do it justice. I could use the English language to describe it, yes. But is that doing it justice? No, it fucking isn't. Not even slightly, not even close, you know? So, I think I might just leave it there because, you know, I haven't got much to say on that other subject, the one I've just covered. Yeah.